Hello and welcome to this latest edition of Cantata of the Week. My name is William Towers. I'm a countertenor and I used to be a member of the Monteverdi Choir, and I participated in this extraordinary project in the year 2000 known as the Bach Cantata pilgrimage, where we performed all of Bach's surviving church cantatas on their liturgically appropriate days. The cantata we're going to listen to today is Gott ist mein König, BWV 71. It's unusual in Bach's canon. It is not in fact for a liturgical feast, but it was a celebration of a civic occasion, a town council election. And clearly Bach had quite a big budget, because he goes to town on the orchestral scoring. It's a big orchestra, there are timpani, there are trumpets. This is clearly pomp and grandeur, and it's perhaps no coincidence that this, I think, is the only Bach cantata that appeared in print during his lifetime. So clearly he was proud of it, and it's a cracker. And I'm singing on it, and I've been re-listening to it and enjoying it. And what occurred to me was my role within this piece has three prongs, as it were. Firstly, as a soloist, standing alone with a vocal line and just the orchestra. Secondly, as a foot soldier, standing in the choir as one of 4 altos in a section of a choir of 20. But the most interesting role is the third one. Bach uses some sections of large choir and some sections of a reduced choir. And for this performance, the choir was reduced to just the 4 soloists, including myself. And this is a different kind of music making. This is consort singing, and different to being a soloist, different to being in a choir. One has sole responsibility for your melodic line and its accuracy and its tuning and its blend. But within that one has freedom, not a rhythmical freedom. And if you listen to the third movement, the very fugal movement, you'll hear how it subdivides into semiquavers, and one cannot possibly indulge in rubato and pull around the tempo without risking discombobulating your colleagues. So one has to work as a team. One has to get the antennae out and listen to what your colleagues are doing. This is chamber music making, and listening to it, for me, after 20 years, this was the thing that I found most pleasing, hearing myself sometimes dominating, sometimes stepping back, working with my colleagues to create this texture. But undoubtedly the gem of this cantata is the 6th movement, the chorus Du wollest dem Feinde nicht geben. Deliver not the soul of thy turtle dove unto the multitude of the enemy. A line from the Psalms, Psalm 74, I think. And in the Psalms, the turtle dove stands for innocence, harmlessness, timidity. It is our loved one, it is the chosen people. And here, Bach gives full rein. He is indulgent, he uses all of his imagination, he uses his orchestral forces in an almost romantic way. It's almost Brahmsian. It's to create an enchanting chorus, featuring the woodwinds to the fore, the voices of the birds, in particular the recorders with these lovely fluttering trills like roosting doves. And listening to it, I was astounded by the particular beauty of the final phrase, which is a held line of middle Cs, building and crescendoing to a lovely resolution onto a D flat, in this lovely haunting, dying cadential phrase. And I thought, God, the tenors did a super job there. But then I thought, no, hang on, I remember singing that line. It must have been altos and tenors. And so I dug out my score and I found I was completely wrong. It is the entire choir singing that line. And I think this really highlights what is great about this recording. And without blowing my own trumpet, but blowing the trumpet of the Monteverdi Choir, what is its great distinction, which is the way it approaches language with clarity and passion, unanimity and uniformity. Listen to the way the word Turteltauben is sung, a very musical word which generates a musical response in the music, but also the delicacy in which the choir moves between the vowel sounds as one, almost as if they were singing Lieder. And I think that's what makes this recording really very special. And the other thing about the piece and about the recording, which I love and I had forgotten, is Bach's sense of capriciousness, and one might say a sense of humour. Because having all of these great forces at his disposal, when he reaches the final movement, one might think of the big ending. And instead, with this phrase, Glück, Heil und großer Sieg, he gives us an echo, first that goes through the parts of the choir, then through the trumpets, the strings and the woodwind, and it finishes with a solo instrument, the quietest instrument in the orchestra. A little last wave, perhaps, from the turtle dove. It's a very beautiful piece, very beautiful cantata, and it is available on this, the third volume of the Complete Bach Cantatas, which is available on the Monteverdi Choir and Orchestra website on the Soli Deo Gloria label. Enjoy. Glück, Heil.